Good afternoon and welcome to Loughborough University and BUCS Big Wednesday as our two volleyball championship finals are about to get underway. Later on we will have the women's game, but first of all, University of Nottingham will take on Newcastle University in the men's national championship final here at Sir David Wallace Sports Hall. These two sides have met twice in the regular season, with the University of Nottingham winning both encounters 3-1. As the Newcastle Knights will be the first team out onto court, led out by their captain, number 8, Ollie Tuck. And then the rest of the starting line for Sam Shenton's Newcastle team: number 20, Cade Trulo; number 21, Lewis van der Velts; number 23, Hayden Freer; number 25,
finally number 34, Crystal Bianchin;
Cade Keats; number 34, Christo Blanchin; and then number 24, the starting libero for Newcastle, Angus Henricks.
I know, I can feel the crowd out, so green and gold, make some noise for your captain, number 8, Rob Morgan.
As the University of Nottingham next to get introduced to the floor, led by their captain, number 8, Rob Morgan. Is a strong University of Nottingham support here. With the short trip down the M1, Rob Morgan will be joined by number 2, Lyle Cossard.
Coming in at number 5,
4, Tate Sandvig.
Keep that noise coming. Number 10,
5, Jacob Thomas. Number 10, Jacob Thomas.
And number 15, John Kane.
Number 15, Jack Kane. The starting libero for Nottingham, number 9, Ollie Quick. Head coach is Freddie Fairburn. As we said, these two sides have met twice already in League Play. 2 victories for University of Nottingham, both in 4 sets. Nottingham winning sets 1, 3 and 4 in both those games. The key difference statistically in those games was the blocking by Nottingham. Nottingham having over 10 more blocks in the 2 encounters. And last time, University of Nottingham hitting 378 compared to just 120 for Newcastle. As referees just checking the lineup sheets are correct, both liberos onto court. It will be Newcastle to serve first, Nottingham on receive, as we are ready for 2 national championship games. New winner going to be on the crown, with the Essex Rebels not here this year, having lost to Nottingham in the semi-final. And we are underway in the BUCS Championship. Ball tight set immediately for Nottingham, and Newcastle have the first free ball of the game. Dig by Kane through the middle. Rob Morgan goes cross court, finds the back corner, and University of Nottingham win the opening point. And a very noisy David Wallace Sports Hall. As Cole Turnbull, starting setter for Nottingham, will head back to the service line. Fine Henricks, and quick middle play run for the Knights as Keats gets the kill down the middle. And it will be Ollie Tuck, final year of his undergrad course for the Knights. That one into the antenna by Sandvig, going down the line.
Sandvig, clever use of the block, 2-1 Nottingham.
In fact, we can say the ball was in fact touched on the block, so it was a University of Nottingham point, and it will be Rob Morgan now back to serve. Freer gets it back off the beautiful pass. He goes down the line to the block for the point. Hayden Freer having a breakout year for Newcastle got a lot of experience in the BUCS and struggled to break into their Super League side to start the season, but replacing an injured James Ledwood, who's had a couple of strong back-to-back performances, and Sam Jensen really happy with what he's seen from through as that one goes along by Keats. And it'll be Nottingham back with Jacob Thomas. Both teams just trying to find some early rhythm here. As Thomas finds Henriks. Trullo back out to that left side, and a block just creeps out of the side of the court. Lyle Costa got a strong hand to that on the cross court, but just drifting outside of the boundary line. I appreciate all of you joining us. We'll be keeping an eye on the comments to get your thoughts in as we have a foot fault on the serve. Already seen one question. Kanai Akana is out injured for the University of Nottingham, along with Connell Kane, both on the bench but not going to be taking part in the action this afternoon. Akana hurt in the semi-final win for Nottingham over Essex as Cossard and Kane combined for the block. It's going to be a tight set. Freer gets it back, good hands though by Cossard. Nottingham in control of the rally as Kane finds Henriks, but he can't control the dig. And the University of Nottingham for the first time have a 2-point lead early on in set number 1. As Tate Sandvig finds Ollie Tuck. Again, Newcastle going quick through the middle. Cossard gets a hand to Blanchin's swing, but can't control it. And again, Newcastle finding success through the middle early on. Christo Blanchin, an NCAA Division 3 champion last season, had the winning point as well, so he's got experience in the big games. As Ollie Quick can't control the serve, and a big ace, first of the day for Newcastle. Hayden Freer with it. And Freer this time goes over the baseline, trying to find that back corner. Newcastle will want to tighten up on the errors. They had 59 errors in the league game at home and 50 on the road, so 109 errors in the 2 games in just 8 sets. As Tuck goes into the block, good hands, Ollie Quick able to rescue, but can't control his first touch. 2 of the best liberos in the country going at it in Henriks and Ollie Quick, both playing big roles in the National League, with both these sides heading off to the Final Four in a couple of weeks' time. As Quick gets tied up on the serve by Blanchin, out to Morgan, and Hayden Freer has to play it off the block touch. There was a call of out from his teammates, but Freer saw the touch, tried to play it but couldn't control it, and that will send Lyle Cossard back to the service line. There's Tuck. Can't find the kill. Morgan tries to respond. Henriks with a strong right hand keeps the rally alive. Triple block up for Ollie Tuck, and they're going to call a touch on the block as Ollie Tuck goes down the line over the triple block and able to tie us up at 7 points apiece. As Turnbull off one knee, big swing by Morgan. I think he's hurt. It looked like he came up a little bit lame, Rob Morgan. Ollie Tuck straight over to the referee's chair. Talk about Rob Morgan going under the net. When I certainly peeped down, seemed like Morgan was over the centre line, but the referee happy with it. And the University of Nottingham fans letting Newcastle know about the errors. This time, service error by Cole Turnbull. He steps on to the white line. And both sides maybe a little bit tight in the National Championship game. As Kane, Turnbull, Thomas through the middle, finds the touch. The left hand of Cade Keats. And both teams siding out effectively early on. As Rob Morgan goes line, finds the line. Hayden Freer tried to sell it, but line judge right on the spot. And no complaints, a perfect serve by Rob Morgan. Nottingham are the first team into double digits. As again, Newcastle middle, Thomas with the block. Newcastle able to recycle, Freer wrong foot, quick. I think Ollie Quick read it was going to be a deep push, instead Freer cuts through the ball, sends it on the sharp angle. Beautiful piece of hitting. As Van der Velt's Ty Keats avoids the service line this time, but can't make the cross-court dig. Going out to 5 to defend from the middle position. And Nottingham continuing to side out super effectively. As that one deep into the corner, well handled by Tuck, and big swing on the cross-court by Freer.
Firing right back, number 23 for Newcastle, 10-11.
Last time out, Nottingham started out at 74% in the league victory over Newcastle. As that one dips in late, Ollie Quick ducks under it, and a load of topspin by Louis van der Velt's. And that one, good 6 inches inside the white line. Newcastle with their second ace of this opening set, ties it up at 11 points apiece. But this time Van der Velt's goes way over the baseline. Sandvik, who had that ace early on for Nottingham, doesn't get one this time, but this time Nottingham thought they got success with the block, but that one just coming down, not enough press by Lyle Cossa, and that one rolling the wrong side of the net tape as Christo Blanchard with another kill. You can see early on that Newcastle really trying to get the middles operated as that one clips the net tape. Well handled again by Nottingham. And Kane wrong foot Henricks again, reading off speed, and Kane making the adjustment late, putting a swing on it, and Magnus Henricks not being able to make the defensive dig. As Jack Kane now having found that kill, goes back to serve. Henricks tied up, tight set. Turnbull able to put it back, but on to the Newcastle side, and Ollie Quick with a tremendous dig, and that they're going to call a lift on Ollie Quick, trying to make the defensive play off the block touch. And we continue to trade points. No one really asserting any dominance early on in this men's championship final. As Kane puts that one backwards, but Quick able to go, takes Sandvik, finds a triple block, but finds a gap in it. Keats not able to close the gap. And Lyle Cossard finds Tuck, and this time into the net goes Van der Veld from the opposite as he tries to go down the line, just pulls down. Trossard again finding Tuck. Tuck beats Kane, who was in good position in 6, but feet were a little bit static and the ball just drifting away to his left-hand side. Turnbull back set for Sandvik, goes line, beautiful dig through 3. But Nottingham in control, Thomas down the middle again, can't find the Taraflex floor. As Ollie Quick goes with the handset, Morgan drifts over the net tape. And a tight ball, no touch on that one. Another error by Van der Veldt. Newcastle looking for the touch, but the line judge and the referees agreeing nothing there. There's Turnbull, Henriks again seeing a lot of the ball early as Quick makes the pancake dig. Turnbull one-handed set, but Sandvik can't find the floor on this occasion. Ollie Tuck can, but he finds it out of the court, just drifting over the baseline by Ollie Tucker for the first time today. Got a 3-point lead for Nottingham, and Sam Shenton's going to use one of his 2 30-second timeouts to talk it over with his side here on BUCS Big Wednesday. First of 2 volleyball championship games. Already had 2 trophy finals as well earlier this morning and early into the afternoon. As maybe a little bit of concern for the University of Nottingham. You can see on the right hand side of your screen Jack Kane getting a little bit of treatment on his calf, it looks like, from the new University of Nottingham physio. Quick bite on a banana as well. Looks like he'll be okay to continue, at least momentarily, but potentially some concern there for Nottingham. Obviously already down 2 potential starters in the lineup. But it'll be Cole Turnbull to serve after the timeout. 3-point lead, but beautiful serve. Ollie Tuck again handling it well, and another hitting error for Knights as Van der Veldt, this time from the left side. Can't convert. Pulls that one into the net. And the University of Nottingham crowd really starting to support their side. As Trullo back set, this time Tuck beats Thomas, who was trying to close from the middle out to the left-hand side, but couldn't get there quick enough. And Ollie Tuck has had a strong season at both National League and BUCS level. This time misses the baseline, but not by a lot. Well watched by Ollie Quick. But Nottingham continue to be effective on the side out. As Freddie Fairburn, as Rob Morgan steps on the line, not called by the line judge, but it doesn't matter as that one over the baseline. As Freddie Fairburn having a quick word with his bench, potential double sub coming for Nottingham. As Kane handles that one, Turnbull off one knee. Little push into the block by Thomas. Blanchard not an option, he's on the floor. Threa goes over the triple. And Sandvik gets a piece of it. Miscommunication by the Knights. Cade Trullo is getting there. And Clyde Keats, the middle, not wanting to play that. Normally you try and leave those balls for your setter, but Knights, Newcastle letting it hit the floor. As Nottingham in control of this set, as Blanchard through the middle goes a line, drifting out 2-6, and we've got a sub for Newcastle, the first of the game. as number 18.
Number 18, Harvey Chapman-Lennon coming
Harvey
on.
Chapman-Lennon into the game. He'll be a serving sub for Louis van der Veld, and potentially may stay on as well in the opposite position. As Kane gets shut down, first big block of the match. Gusto Blanchin on Kane. And 2 in a row for Newcastle. Has halved the deficit. As over to our left in the netball final, it looks like the hosts are in control of that one. As Kane over the top of the block. Blanchin thought he was going to get there, but that will go over the top. Ollie Tuck wanting a bit of a lift. A lift called on the set, more of a catch and throw in his opinion, but the referee not agreeing. Now we do see that double sub for Nottingham. As number 23, George Eaton, and number 1, Simon Dart will come in, replacing Sandvig and Turnbull. So that keeps the setter in the back row for Nottingham. And looks like Newcastle, maybe a bit of miscommunication, have to burn a timeout just before ready to play. Sam Shenter clearly didn't see something he liked on that side, and uses the second of his 2 timeouts to talk it over.
Entering business end of set number 1. Have we got any more Newcastle fans here? Make some noise if you're here for Newcastle. And if you're the green and gold army, make some noise!
So Dart back to serve after the timeout, his first action of this national championship game. And he'll go line, finds Tuck, and another beautiful pass. Both teams have passed the ball really well in this opening set, and Newcastle run the middle once again out of the timeout. Another kill for Blanchin, his 5th or 6th of this opening set, and that will send Hayden Freer back to serve. He'll go line. Beautiful again by Rob Morgan, and this time it's Nottingham's turn to run the middle. And Lyle Cossard with a strong swing. As Jack Kane gets the service instruction from his head coach. And Blanchin runs middle, but Lyle Cossard reads it. And a monster block, middle on middle. And Nottingham move 2 points away from this opening set of the BUCS Championship final. Again on the cross court, Tuck gets it back, another big block by Eaton, but recycle, and Ollie Tuck plays for hands. Much needed point for Newcastle, as the referee not happy with something. He's going to call Ollie Tuck over to the chair to have a chat, maybe about reactions. Blanchin finds net tape, finds the ace. Kane not able to get there to dig that one up. Little friendly roll for Newcastle. And Freddie Fairburn has 2 timeouts in his back pocket. He's going to use one now, with his side leading 23-21. Chance to just talk it over, set the offense up. Obviously not a lot you can do about that one on serve receive. But no doubt if they get a perfect ball, just confirming what they want to run and how they want to close out this set. Mind both the opening sets in the league games were won by Nottingham. One was 25-19, the other 25-22. So can they make it 3 of 3 on the year? As Blanchard on serve, goes cross court, finds Kane, good pass. Morgan one-on-one into the block, and again, miscommunication by Newcastle. Keats was in position to play the ball, but trying to leave it before the outside in Ollie Tuck. And that moves Nottingham on to 3 set points. And it will be Lyle Cossard on serve. Tuck, Eaton with a touch, Thomas able to get there, but over the centre line. Oncoming, landing over the middle. And referee all over that one. As Cade Trullo, short serve, Thomas gets it back through the middle. Middle pass, middle kill, set number 1 to the University of Nottingham. They will take it 25-22 here at the Sir David Wallace Sportal on BUCS Big Wednesday. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back in a couple of minutes for set number 2 of the BUCS Men's Volleyball National Championship Final.
Why do you think it's important that sport's fair?
Because everyone works hard to be professional, so it should be fair. Because everyone's worked hard to get to the same place. There shouldn't be imbalances.
Sport's all about competition, respect, having integrity, and that's what you've highlighted there.
Proud to be supporting the Milk Every Moment campaign, highlighting the nutritional value of milk and how it can support students in their sporting performance.
To showcase how milk's nutritional values can support student athletes in prep for their event or with recovery.
We're here today to promote some nutritional benefits of milk. We want to have 5 shots to try and hook a vitamin or a mineral.
I hit phosphorus.
And phosphorus is used for the maintenance of bones and teeth.
Winners of the BUCS Super Rugby Milk Championship.
And welcome back to Loughborough University on BUCS Big Wednesday. The University of Nottingham taking set number 1, 25-22 over Newcastle University. And for the 3rd time this season, Newcastle are going to have to find a way to respond. A reminder about the milkeverymoment.com. If you head there, find out more about the campaign highlight that we've been running all year around BUCS. The Milk Every Moment Play of the Week as well. There'll be plenty of nominations from what's been a huge day of sport here in Loughborough University. We've still got plenty more finals to go. All the streams on for the championship games on the BUCS YouTube, where you found this stream. The game over on our left side, the other side of the sports hall at David Waters has just finished as Loughborough University win the netball championship. And reminder, this is final 1 of 2 here in volleyball. We'll have the Essex and Durham women's final for the 3rd year in a row coming up at 8 o'clock. First serve for that one as the university indoor season wraps up. And set number 2 about to get underway here in Loughborough. It'll be Nottingham and Cole Turnbull to get us underway. As Tuck into the block, scrambling defence by Newcastle, and triple block put up by Nottingham. And Tate Sandvig able to recycle his own play in the middle for Jacob Thomas. Back-to-back kills, 1 to close set 1, 1 to open set number 2.
Ending the last set, starting the second set, 1-0 Nottingham.
was one of the harder decisions for Freddie Fairburn about the middle options. While Cossard Finley Bullivants also had a strong season in the National League. But the pairing working well at the moment as Tuck has to put a free ball over. Back set, Turnbull one-on-one for Tate Sandvig, and he beats Ollie Tuck, who just pushes the padding in frustration. That one forces the bump set, Tuck into the double block. Sandvig and Thomas combine to reject that one into the corner. And Nottingham jumping out early in set number 2. Trying to keep momentum up. As Henricks. Pipe ball for Freer, can't convert though. First time we've really seen either team go back row, but that one misses. In fact, no, gets a touch. No argument from the players on the court. Newcastle bench not overly happy down in the corner, but a little nod by Sam Shenton, and he's going to use timeout number 1 as Nottingham jump out to a 4-0 lead in set number 2, looking to revenge the finals loss last season when they fell. Sorry, not last year, year before that. As last year obviously contested by Essex and the University of East London. Nottingham being here before but not being able to get over the line, whereas Newcastle, this is their first final, got promoted into the Prem a couple of years ago. Ollie Tuck was on that promotion team that won here in Loughborough, but in the trophy final, which is for Tier 1 sides, and he'll complete his undergraduate journey within a full circle in the championship game. As Tuck, again, Newcastle can't put an aggressive swing on. Ollie Quick goes to the hand set from just outside the 3-metre line, and a beautiful cross-court swing for Tate Sandvig, finds the back corner. And all the momentum is with the University of Nottingham, and the green and yellow boomsticks making a lot of noise. Can Tuck respond? No, he can't. He gets shut down again. Sandvig and Thomas combine, and it's 6-0 University of Nottingham, set number 2 of this BUCS final. As that one doesn't quite creep over the net. A lot of net tape by Cole Turnbull. That one not quite rolling over on the side he wanted. And it'll now be the opposite setup. Okay, Trullo to serve for Nottingham, but middle is run to perfection. Quick ball through to Thomas.
7-1 up in the second.
And Nottingham continue their side out efficiency. As Rob Morgan gets that one wrong, well wide outside the advertising holders, maybe even clip the antenna. Of service errors in a row. As Turnbull back set, Sandvig one-on-one, touch by Freer, he'll get it back, tries to go sharp cross court but misconnects with that one into the net tape. Newcastle again try and set the middle up, but Lyle Cossard this time on the rotation in shuts down
9-2 up.
Cade Keats. And Nottingham continuing this strong set. Just 2 serve errors so far, the only points for Newcastle. Bump set, Van der Veld misses. As Tuck sends Trudeau chasing. Freer rolls it over middle. Cossard dug up by Henriks. But they're going to call a centre line violation on the block. Going under the net, landing the wrong side of the centre line. And this set not far away from being done. All the momentum with the green. As eventually on point number 14, Newcastle able to find a kill. But where they have really struggled is to force Nottingham errors on side out as Rob Morgan from the pipe beats Trudeau, who's in good position but couldn't make it. And University of Nottingham playing such a clinical, clean game in this BUCS Big Wednesday National Championship Volleyball Final. As Trudeau, Van der Veld's cross court beats Sandvig. Huge confidence swing for Louis Van der Veld, who struggled in moments in set number 1. And an early double sub coming for Newcastle. Sam Shenton with it as into the game for the first time, wearing number 29 at Nathan Hampshire, and he'll be joined by number 9 Sam Smallwood, as Van der Veld, having just made that kill along with Trudeau, heading to the bench, and that keeps the setter in the back row for Newcastle this time. As the subs just being entered onto the score sheet. As close to the line, doesn't matter because that ball not anywhere near close to the court by Nathan Hampshire. His first swing of the day from the service line into the back wall. As yet more Nottingham fans making their way into David Wallace. As Tuck back set. Freer into the block. Nottingham really doing a good job on the pins right now as Cossard dug up by Henriks, but Smallwood not able to move his feet quick enough and turn around on the dig attempt, and that one off the floor, and it is a one-way ticket for University of Nottingham right now, and they are putting their foot on the pedal. As that one, miscommunication, Blanchin steps in front of Tuck. And it is an 11-point lead. And Nottingham potentially now just 35 points away from the championship. As Newcastle able to get another side out, but again it's coming from a Nottingham service error. It's number 3 of the set. As that one into the back of your teammate, you won't want to see that on a highlight reel. As a service error leads to service error. Tuck gets it back, goes line big, up by Sandvik. Don't know how much he knew about it. That one recycled. Nottingham wanting a lift on the block, touched by Kane Thomas. Going to be tight, Blanchin and Morgan combining. Smallwood has to play it. As Tuck goes short, but well read by Nottingham. Thomas coming off the block and finds a winner. Absolutely beautiful read by Nottingham on the scout. seeing Ollie Tuck go high, realised he might go short, pulled off the block to play the ball. And having thought they might have won the point from the lift earlier on, stuck with it. As Cossard finds Tuck. Smallwood line touched by Ollie Tuck. Sorry, Rob Morgan. Ollie Tuck happy with Smallwood on that, and changes plenty coming for Newcastle. They start to think about a third set and a reverse sweep, as Louis Jensen, wearing number 13, will check in down the middle. He'll replace Keats. Another service error, this time by the Knights, as Blanching goes halfway up the net. And at this point for Newcastle, it'll be about momentum as much as anything else. Can they find some success and some positive momentum to go into the third set with? It's not going to be easy to come down from 2-0 against an undefeated Nottingham team. As that one inside the 3-metre line, so no swing, and Rob Morgan wins the one-on-one battle against Smallwood.
19-6 up, go Nottingham.
Again, just the set not being in the right position, dragged Hayden Freer inside the 3-metre line, so he couldn't swing above the height of the net, so had to just push the ball over. And Nottingham capitalising on every error by Newcastle. And Smallwood into the block. Rob Morgan gets a good hand to it, but can't direct it down into the orange part of this court. And a third kill of the set for Newcastle. As the Nottingham fans getting right behind their team on Wednesdays. Ollie Tuck with a big block. Terrific defensive play by Nottingham, but that ball doesn't quite roll over. Jack Kane with the diving effort, following two teammates laying it all out there on the Tower Effects floor. And this is where Newcastle want to be, just find ways to string 3-4 points together. As that one very close to the service line at both ends, the foot and the ball at the opposite end of the court, but drifting over the baseline. As that one off the net tape. Tuck gets it back, but runs it into a block of Tate Sandvig. Another shut down by Nottingham. The bench love it, the crowd even more so. And University of Nottingham is 4 points away from a 2-0 lead in the best of 5 here in the men's national championship game. As middle run, good touch by Kane, keeps the ball over, and that ball is put over into the arc of Jacob Thomas. He needs no invitation to make a big swing, buries that one. And it is 22-8. Can University of Nottingham keep Newcastle in single digits? Not if that serve has anything to do with it. That over the baseline by Morgan. As quick, well handled. He's been quiet in the set, but what hasn't been is the University of Nottingham swings. Another big one by Jack Kane. As Jacob Thomas back to serve. Trullo, hands by Nottingham again, big block touch. Going to be in hitting our triple block up, but it goes over the block into the back corner from position 5, and Nottingham have 15 set points for a 2-0 lead here in this BUCS final. As some pace taken off at Henricks, not his best pass. Tuck, big swing Cole Turnbull there out of system as Sandvik sets. That one just misses the baseline from Kane as he tried to push that into the back corner. And Newcastle get to double digits, but that's all they're going to get to unless a miracle of all miracles happens. As Louis Jensen with the serve, he goes over the baseline, and a set to forget for Newcastle, a set to remember for the University of Nottingham. 25-10, and Nottingham are just one set away from the national championship. A lot to work on for Newcastle. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes for set 3 of the men's volleyball championship final.
Hacking a punch in attack.
Here's under the post!
Humphrey tiptoeing on the touchline.
But there is so much space here for Oscar Wilson to bury Loughborough Rugby Parade.
The dream of the Super Rugby Milk Championships. If you want the drama, if you want history, well, right here, the BUCS stops here.
Subway knows a good shawarma is what the people want. So how about one on freshly baked bread with traditionally spiced chicken and of course your fave fresh salad, all topped off with a garlicky minty yogurty sauce. Well, it's just landed, the new shawarma spiced chicken, now at Subway.
And what about green and gold in your here for Nottingham? Make some noise!
So welcome back to BUCS Big Wednesday here at Loughborough University. Big thank you to our partners Milk Every Moment and Subway. Well, Subway is proud to partner with BUCS, backing student sport and the next generation of athletes. A lot of activations around campus here at Loughborough University today, including right outside the David Wallace Sports Hall. You may see a few in the crowd with green Subway beanie hats as well that have been won throughout the day at various activities. We are about ready for set number 3 of the men's volleyball championship game. University of Nottingham 2-0 up over Newcastle in their first ever championship appearance. Two of not just the best university sides but national league sides as well. Both these sides will be completing the Volleyball England Final 4 in a couple of weeks' time, as that league season wraps up. And Nottingham start next set number 3 with a point, a service error by Newcastle. Sam Shannon wanting to keep those serve errors down, but they've crept in throughout this match. As Cole Turnbull, who had a big service run to start set number 2, will go back to the line for Nottingham. Cross court, Van der Velt's Turnbull able to put the dig up, but way beyond the baseline. Rob Morgan, Ollie Quick, not on the same page, but the ball over the net. Back set, one-on-one. Van der Velt misses. In fact, going to call a net touch on the block. And Van der Velt gets away with that one. Beautiful ball, again in the middle for Nottingham having success. Both Thomas and Lol Cossard having big games down the middle. The drum set now in the house as well for Nottingham. As that one, Rob Morgan rolls over with topspin, leaves it short in front of the Newcastle back row. Rob Morgan with a massive foot fault, whole foot on the service line, no doubt about that one for the line judge. And that's probably been the one criticism Freddie Fairbairn can have of his side in this championship fixtures, maybe the serving errors being creeping up into double digits. As Kane, little touch by Blanchard, that's coming back over on the Ollie tuck dig, and Kane will get another chance, and again Blanchard with a touch that time. I think Trullo also got one, but that one spearing over the baseline, no chasing that one down. Trullo, Blanchard, and he rearranges, says a little something through the net as well. Freddie Fairbairn not happy with that, immediately talking over, no reaction from Nottingham. But there's a little bit extra on that one, as maybe Blanchard just tries to find a way to fire up his team. And he'll go back to serve. Morgan from the pipe. Beautiful piece of hitting by Rob Morgan. The University of Nottingham captain, and maybe in about 20 minutes time he'll be able to lift the championship trophy. But still some work to do in this third set, and maybe a fourth or a fifth as well. As Morgan, back set for Sandvik, one-on-one, beats Henriks down the line.
Sandvik number 4, big down the line, 6-4 up.
There's Kane. On the serve, another back set, Trullo into the block of Cossard and Morgan, that one into the back court, no cover there. And it's 7-4 Nottingham, and all the momentum right now. Newcastle never led in this match. Nottingham will want to keep it that way as Kane goes into the net on the serve. Another service error for Nottingham. As Morgan, that one high. Ollie quick chasing it over the baseline, keeps the ball in play. The roof just about high enough here. Ian Loughborough's miscommunication. I think they're trying to go through the middle. As Morgan, good big hand by Van der Veld, keeps that one alive. Tuck goes line, Sandvik, huge defensive touch. And again, Nottingham scrambling, finding ways to defences. That one, no good as well. Turnbull set a dump, first time we've seen that, but Nottingham now control this rally. Cossard, mistimed Knights. Newcastle flying everywhere, and a cross-court kill by Louis Van der Veld. It's a big momentum point.
6-7.
As Morgan, Tuck able to get there. It's a beautiful ball as well, set, but into the block. Henriks with the cover, and now Tuck plays for the touch, gets it. And 3 in a row for Newcastle, 7-7 in set number 3. appreciate all of you joining us for this BUCS Championship game. Reminder, women's final at 8 o'clock. Between Durham and Essex as Rob Morgan runs onto that one. No block put up by Newcastle. Sam Shenton not happy on the sideline. There's that one into the net on serve. Rob Morgan going down the line on the left-hand side. Reminder, Nottingham doing this without two of their key players from the regular season. Kanaya Akana and Connell Kane both out hurt. It's a back set, Van der Velds. And Rob Morgan gets a right hand to it, but only can steer it into the gap of the defence on the back row. And we are 9-all in set number 3. And Newcastle need to find both sets 3 and 4 to force us into a race to 15 in set number 5. They want to keep their hopes alive of a first ever national championship. But service errors definitely not helping their cause as Rob Morgan stays behind the line this time. Beautiful ball and middle run. Blanchard dug up by Quick. And the ball going under the net. Jacob Thomas gets a hand to it. Quick to apologise as he catches Blanchard in the chest, trying to keep the ball up. Great sportsmanship between the two middles. As Tuck misses the baseline. Thomas. Tuck sends Trullo scrambling. That's an overset as well. That one's somehow not hitting the antenna. Beautiful work by Freer, but he can't control the one-on-one block attempt. As again, Nottingham peppering the line to success. And they have a 12-10 lead in the third. As Henriks plays that quickly. And that one off the net tape. Thomas with the dig. Sandvik looking for hands, can't find them. Rally still alive as a big swing into the net. Ollie Tuck nearly goes through the Nottingham bench, through the doors behind the bench, but just about stays in, but no chasing that ball down as it cannons off the side wall. As that one drifts long, another service error for Newcastle. As Blanchard did something on the bench, got the eye of the Nottingham fans, oohs and ahs in the arena, trying to get him a yellow card. Referee didn't see it as that one is going to be tight. Well played once again. Turnbull's going to swing, but he's going to miss the sideline. Not by a lot, but Cole Turnbull being aggressive and pretty fair, but not happy with something straight up to the second referee. Having a conversation, trying to get the officials to keep an eye on something. Kane, back set, Sandvik's, and that one into the roof of the venue. No control on that dig attempt. Nottingham continue to side out so effectively in this National Championship final. As Sandvik with the dig attempt. down the line, Morgan, another beautiful pass. Nottingham have done a really good job on serve receive today. Cole Turnbull's barely had to move at all. Another side out for Nottingham. That percentage has got to be 75-80% in this final. Lyle Cossard, the middle, gets the signal from his coach about service target. This one going to be a little bit short, but doesn't quite execute. But execute does Louis van der Veld. He goes up and over the block. Monster swing by the Northern Irish athlete. And Newcastle just scrapping to stay alive in this final. As Kane, quick has to play it. Sandvig goes at line, net's moving, but no net touch given. And a 3-ball given up by Ollie Tuck. Sandvig, that's tight, and there's going to be an overplay by Turnbull. That one, the wrong side of the net tape. And that meant it was Newcastle's ball to play, not Nottingham's, and Newcastle have tied us up at 15 apiece. Set number 3 here in Loughborough on BUCS Big Wednesday, men's national championship game, as Thomas middle converts.
Number 10 from Nottingham, Jacob Thomas through the middle.
There's Turnbull. Middle again, Blanchin, and Sandvig read it, tried to peel off the net, but that one just out of arm's reach. And Durham University women heading to the change room to get themselves ready. First serve in the women's final at 8 o'clock. As long as Newcastle don't find the comeback, and an ace by Louis van der Veld will help with that one. And for the first time in a set all game long, Newcastle take the lead. It's 16-17 to Newcastle. As Freddie Fairburn, the head coach of University of Nottingham, takes a timeout just to try and compose his team. Never easy closing out a national championship, especially if you've not done it a lot before. A couple of beach titles for the University of Nottingham. But can they get one on the indoor scene and complete an undefeated season? There's the ace out of the timeout, no coach's point. As Louis van der Veld is starting to really warm into this final, back-to-back aces. That one can't be 3 in a row, that one into the net. And that'll be Nottingham captain Rob Morgan to go back to serve. Big ball toss goes with the top spin. Tuck, that one scrambling and lifted up by Tate Sandvig as he was on the net. No real way to play that ball. That's quick. Picks out Turnbull, middle run. Morgan with an acrobatic save, quick then, that's actually a great ball to hit, and Tate Sandvig wanted hands. Cannot believe they weren't given, but Lowe's line judges immediately calling out and not a block touch. And Newcastle have a 3-point lead, 2017 into the business end of set 3. As Sandvig blocked, but blocked in, and all of a sudden the momentum has flipped. And it's a 4-point Newcastle lead. In the final. Reminder, Nottingham won the 2 league encounters, 3-1 on both occasions. As Morgan, beautiful ball. Sandvig down the line. dug up by Henrik, so it was a big block touch as well as Thomas down the middle. Recycle possession for Nottingham. Thomas again beats Blanching one-on-one. Jacob Thomas 100% in MVP contention in this final. It's been a beautiful performance by Nottingham. And he'll go back to serve. It's Cole Turnbull calling out the setting instructions as well, letting Rob Morgan know what he's thinking as a setter dump by Kay Trulo. No one there in the middle of the defence. And Freddie Fairburn going to use the second timeout of this set. It's a 5-1 run out of that first timeout. And for the second time this year, or third time this year, it looks like Newcastle will take at least a set against Nottingham. But the question is, can they find another set and maybe force a tie-break? Newcastle immediately onto court. Nottingham taking the full allocation of 30 seconds to talk it over and find a strategy to attack the back end of set number 3. It will start with a beautiful pass as that one picks out Kane. Indeed it is middle mesh formation. Rob Morgan from the pipe wanting a touch, not given. He can't believe it. I didn't see one from up here on the balcony either. Morgan, Turnbull off, basically in a squat position, finds Cossard. He'll find the kill. And now the double sub that we saw in set number 1 coming for Nottingham. So Turnbull and Sandigau, Dar and Eaton in. Eaton had a big couple of blocks in that opening set, and that'll keep the setter back row. 3 hitters available in the front. Comes for Nottingham. Darwin, an instant impact. Can he make it 2 in a row? That one off the net take, well handled though. But big block, George Eaton, the 2 impact subs for Nottingham. Back-to-back points, Dar 1, Eaton 1, and the gap is halved. 4 goes to 2 as second referee trying to adjust something. Didn't hear the initial timeout call, but now gets it. And Newcastle want to talk it over.
Third set. 2 points up are the boys in the blue.
All we need now is one effective side out on serve and bring yourself a couple of opportunities on to close it out and force us into a fourth. There's Dar. Goes line, well played again by Trullo. Middle is run, can't find the kill. So in control, Kane goes for a high hands, he gets it. As Clyde Keats was the one that couldn't find the kill on the middle run. And all of a sudden it's a 1-point lead for Newcastle. Nottingham trying to stamp an emphatic victory over their northern rivals, and now an overpass by Tuck. Kane finds the back corner. 23-23, the University of Nottingham are 2 points away from a national championship. And a timeout called by Sam Shenton. With all the momentum flipped to Nottingham, their fans making a raucous here in Loughborough, just a quick trip. Only action left here in David Wallace Day is the volleyball finals, with the netball having already wrapped up. Freddie Fairburn giving a big speech to his team. Doesn't need to change a lot. And Simon Dart on a huge service run, having come off the bench on the double substitution. And he'll need to find 2 more serves if he can. Again, going to Freer. Freer gets it back. Big swing over the top of Lyle Cossard. Set point, Newcastle. And it'll be Kade Trullo back to serve. Reminder, got to be clear by 2 points. Morgan misses. Set free, Newcastle. 23-25. And we will have at least another set of volleyball here on BUCS Big Wednesday in the Men's National Championship game. As for the 3rd time this season, Newcastle take at least a set from Nottingham, but 1 will not keep Newcastle happy. They need 2 more, and we'll find out what happens next, but we'll take a quick break here from Loughborough.
Yeah, why do you think it's important that sport's fair?
Because everyone works hard to be professional, so it should be fair, because everyone's worked hard to get to the same place. So it shouldn't be imbalances.
Sport's all about competition, respect, having integrity, and that's what you've highlighted there.
Proud to be supporting the Milk Every Moment campaign, highlighting the nutritional value of milk and how it can support students in their sporting performance.
To showcase how milk's nutritional values can support student athletes in prep for their event or with recovery.
We're here today to promote some nutritional benefits of milk. You want to have 5 shots to try and hook a vitamin or a mineral.
I hit phosphorus.
And phosphorus is used for the maintenance of bones and teeth.
Winners of the BUCS Super Rugby Milk Championship.
Hacking a punch in attack.
Here's under the post.
Free, tiptoeing on the touchline.
But there is so much space here for Oscar Wilson to bury Loughborough Rugby Parade.
The 3 of BUCS Super Rugby Milk Championships. If you want the drama, if you want history, well, right here.
So, good evening and welcome back to Loughborough University as we're about to start set number 4 of the Men's National Championship game, as both captains been called over to the referee stand for a little word, maybe about behaviour, we will see. Neither captain seem to be overly fussed. Just a quick relay of information to teammates as referees trying to be proactive and on top of it, controlling emotions in what is a very loud gym here in Loughborough. Those of you maybe just joining us a little bit late, is Nottingham 2, Newcastle 1.
Newcastle noise.
Nottingham winning the first set 25-22. It's a 25-10 blowout in set number 2. But Newcastle Knights came from behind to win set 3 23-25. And that means we're ready for set number 4 here in Loughborough. Turnbull, Kane, Quick, Morgan, Thomas and Sandvig on court for Nottingham. It's Cole Turnbull, the setter, to get us underway as Louis van der Veld misses his first swing of the set. For Newcastle, it's Blanchard, Trullo, van der Veld, Tuck, Freer and Henriks on the receive unit. Both teams done a really good job on ball control on the hold, as Van der Velds this time one-on-one gets a left-handed Rob Morgan. That one into the scoring table, and a strong side out for Newcastle. Maybe not quite fully straight, so second referee just having a look. Sam Shenton, the Newcastle coach, just checking it, much to the amusement of our second referee on the far side. As Van der Velds finds quick, beautiful ball on the spin. Thomas blocked up by Newcastle. The two middles have had a big game, and Cade Trullo gets his right hand to that one down the line, blocks it back into 5. No one there on the cover, and it's a 2-1 Newcastle lead. As Thomas blocked again, quick pancake, athletic save by Turnbull, but that one just drifts away out of court. Beautiful attempt by Cole Turnbull to keep that rally alive. As Sandvik into the block, kept up. Lifty looking movement, but referee happy as Turnbull scrambling into the block, recycle. Good piece of play by Sandvik in the middle. Pipe attack is rejected by Christo Blanchard. Monster block on the pipe. Only the second time we've seen Nottingham on that all final long, as Kane has no look. Service error. Morgan finds Blanchard, and quick piece of thinking. Cade Trullo stepping into the middle, no one there to block, so he goes up on that one with intention and finds the Tower Flex floor, and it's 5-2 Newcastle. Maybe, just maybe, there's some doubts creeping into this Nottingham team for the first time. This free ball worked, not the best pass by Van der Velds, but quick on the cross court, doesn't get there. Really smart piece of hitting by Hayden Freer, goes sharp angle into space instead of trying to hit over and round the block. As Tuck clips the net, Quick does well to deal with it. Again, the middle for Nottingham this time. Thomas gets the hands, but that one not chaseable for the back row of Newcastle. And an important side out for Nottingham. They don't want this lead to grow to 5 or more here, and try and avoid a race to 15 in set number 5 as Van der Velds monster swing. Rob Morgan perfect position but can't control it. And again, Newcastle just finding their stride in this final. A young Newcastle team. No James Ledbury as well for Newcastle. As middle is run, middle is not found. Lyle Cossard pulls that one into the net. And it's a 5-point Newcastle lead. Can Nottingham cut it down? Sandvik, block touch. Lovely pass. Tuck can't find the floor. That one off the hands. I think Blanchard definitely played it. And Ollie Tuck immediately up to the net, asking about a throw and a catch and throw rather than a legal set, but referee happy to let it go. We've seen a lot more of that in volleyball this year. on double touches being a lot more lenient with the new rule changes. A joust at the net, and Kane wins it over Kate Trullo, saying the ball was on the wrong side, and a yellow card is in the referee's hand. Might get a warning for Ollie Tuck for his protest. He's not happy, wanted the ball to be legally played, but referee emphatic with it, and indeed he gets a yellow card, and the University of Nottingham fans love that one. Yellow card, just a warning, will be marked on the score sheet, and double sub coming for Nottingham. We'll get onto that in a second. So warning, a red card for those of you maybe new to volleyball is a loss of a point, and then further sanctions are available as well, including ejection from a set or maybe even a game, but let's hope we don't get there here on BUCS Big Wednesday. So sub for Nottingham, Eaton and Dart in on the double sub, Sandvik and Turnbull to the bench. So it's an 8-5 lead, 2 in a row for Nottingham. Don't make it free though, as Hayden Freer splits the gap in the block, finds a much needed kill just to calm the nerves and momentum of Nottingham. And Kay Trullo will go back to serve as the scorers just checking they're happy. I don't know if they caught both parts of that double sub. Quick, Dar, Kossar down the middle. That was well dug up by Nottingham, and into the block goes Louis van der Velde. That one just missing the sideline for Nottingham.
Go Newcastle.
And Newcastle retain or respond to the run and get back up to 5 points again. A bit of breathing room for Newcastle as Kossar blocked, but back on the Nottingham side. I don't know how much Keats knew about that one. Freer knew a lot about that one. Kossard again there though, big touch as that one pushed into the back corner. Tight ball, recycled. Trullo, lovely quick ball out. Van der Velde dug up by Morgan. That stays legal. Perfect position for Kane and blocked by Newcastle. Newcastle this time appealing for the catch throw on the set by Jack Kane and Freddie Fairburn, and Nottingham want to talk it over. It is 11-5 Newcastle, and they are pushing towards a 5th and final tie-breaking set here in the Men's National Championship Volleyball Final. Newcastle, not a lot of words from Sam Shenton early out of the just 30-second timeout. He's really happy with how his side have responded. I appreciate all of you joining us in the live stream. We want to share the stream and let people know about this final as Eaton goes to push down the line, doesn't find the hand of the block, and that one drifts wide, and errors just creeping more and more into Nottingham's game. As Quick mishandles that one, no tracking that one down for Jack Kane, and it's almost the exact reverse of set 2, which Nottingham won 25-10. It's on pace right now for about the same score in reverse, and maybe a 5th and final set needed as Dar. Kane has to wait on it over, well in fact not an overplay, it was into the net, but unfortunately for Newcastle, Hayden Freer slipped, no covering player in the vicinity. Tuck, quick run middle, but Trullo couldn't put the ball high enough for a real big swing, and Rob Morgan finds one of his own over the block, finds the back corner. And a couple of points in a row for Newcastle, sorry, for Nottingham, and it is Jack Kane going back to serve, trying to find a service run and a way to claw his team back into this fourth set. Trullo tries to go middle, but just a little bit of mistimed connection on the swing. Big swing, Dar can't quite make the dig, gets one hand to it but can't control. Newcastle now just playing sensible, smart volleyball, reducing the error count. And Hayden Freer goes a line, Morgan, Dar, beautiful! And Lyle Cosso able to catch up to that one, no mistake needed. The ball outside of the blocking angle for Keats, as Cossard just waited an extra half a second for that one. Beautiful piece of setting by Simon Dar. And now it's Cossard's turn as Henricks gets that one all wrong. Tuck able to go, but it's a free ball for Nottingham. Eaton waits into the block. That's going to come back after a touch on the side. Trullo changes directions, but Van der Veld misses the baseline. Beautiful setting, misdirection by Kate Trullo, but Louis Van der Veld can't capitalise. This time he doesn't make the same mistake twice. Cross court into the heart of the Nottingham defence.
15-10 up there, Newcastle.
As that one way over the baseline. And we've seen Nottingham come back from a gap before 5 points in set number 3 to tie it up. Can they do it again? There's a mesh play again, dug up by Quick, free ball. Effectively given up, and Van der Veld, despite the best efforts of Nottingham, able to convert. As our volunteers just looking for the right person to pass the ball into for serve, and it is Louise Van der Veld. As Ollie Quick taking a mini tactical timeout, getting his shoelace retied. Just taking a little bit of time for Newcastle to think, but it doesn't matter, as that is blocked in by Cade Trullo right onto the line. As Thomas, who's been quiet in set 4, finds the kill down the middle.
Must win set for Newcastle.
Morgan, Blanchard again playing it from the middle position. And Ollie Tuck beats his number 8 counterpart.
Found a big piece of it on the way through.
In the middle of the defence, and now he gets to go back to serve. The 2 number 8s captaining their sides. British talent has developed over the years, both having strong seasons. As Van der Veld gets that over set, beautiful by Van der Veld to get there. Kane finds the kill, but Great scrambling effort by Louis van der Veld to try and keep his side in the rally. But Nottingham need a string of points, and a string of points in a hurry. 18-13 Newcastle lead. Make it 19-13. Freer splits the block.
19-13.
And that will bring Clyde Keats back on in the middle. Christo Blanchin, Brazilian, back to serve. Potentially has a chance for a winning national championship point. Back-to-back years as triple block up on Kane. Tuck gets there. Freer looking for hands, finds it. Nottingham fans not overly happy, but pretty obvious from here, and Freddie Fairburn says enough is enough. Let's talk about it. And it's a 7-point lead. Second timeout used by Nottingham in this set. Maybe, just maybe, it's changes may come. You give a couple of players a breather before set number 5, because it looks like this one is going the distance. Here on BUCS Big Wednesday, Men's National Championship action. As Kane plays the serve with high hands, recycles it off the block, so we'll get a chance to swing over the double block. Blanchin with a touch. Trullo, no one there. Newcastle bench erupts. Beautiful placement by Kay Trullo to push the ball into the corner. And it is an 8-point lead.
Double sub once again.
And 5 sets is on the cards here in Loughborough. BUCS Big Wednesday, National Championship Day. As the sub that started this set is reversed for Nottingham. So Tate Sandvig and Cole Turnbull back in for Nottingham. As Blanchin goes line. Kane, serve receive, gets it back, but only finds Ollie Tuck. Freer redirects. As Morgan goes pipe, has to go to the push. Just stays behind the 3-metre line. Bit of a scramble play. Freer lines up. Kane makes the play but can't get there. Lyle Cossard scrambling through the mitt from the block to try and get the second touch. And it is 22-13. And ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, let us know. Start getting your predictions in. Who is going to walk away with the men's national BUCS title in the 5th and final set? As Sandvig finds the kill. So let us know who you think is going to win. We'll keep an eye on those over the set break as well.
14-22.
As Tuck. Freer into the block. Turnbull and Cossard there to slow that attack down. Kane beats Ollie Tuck away to the left. And it is 2 in a row for Nottingham, but they need a bunch more in a hurry. Well, at least some Newcastle fans starting to say their side are going to win this in reverse sweep, as Trullo off the shoulder of Cossard on the little touch play. In fact, may have come off his head. Newcastle bench letting them know. See some of the Newcastle women's team in the comments as well. Obviously a lot of Nottingham fans here in the building. As Sandvig thought about leaving that, plays it late. Cossard middle, dug up by Trullo. Free swing for Cole Turnbull, who goes aggressive back at his opposite setup. Trullo can't make back-to-back digs.
2 points shy of taking us to a 5-set thriller.
Here's James Ledbury, forgetting which Newcastle team is playing. Not quite Northumbria. Campaign just stays behind the service line. Van der Veld into the net. As Freer gets it back into the block. 7 set points for Newcastle. As the Essex head coach Alex Chinnery away, pacing on the netball court over to our left. He might have a bit longer to wait before his team gets on the court for the National Women's Final. That one due to be at 8 o'clock. As Freer goes big on the serve, just misses the baseline, but at 7 set points, the right time, and a service change for Nottingham, a service change. Finley Bullivan into the game, wearing number 3. He'll replace Lyle Cross on middle for middle, but Finley Bullivan's had a big back end of the regular season in the National League for Nottingham, including one of the blocks of the season a couple of weeks ago. What can he do from the service line? Nothing into the net. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to 5.
Set number 4, we are going the distance.
As Newcastle come from 2 sets down to force a race to 15. As both captains, Rob Morgan and Ollie Tuck, are going to be called to the centre of the court. We'll get another coin toss. Rob Morgan nearly forgetting the rules of volleyball. And both of them will go over in the race to 15. See who gets serve receive first. It's won by Newcastle. I think Ollie Tuck said he was going to serve, but we will check and find out. In the meantime, we'll take a quick break here from Loughborough. Rejoin us in a couple of minutes' time. Set 5 of the Men's National Championship Volleyball Final coming right up.
Why do you think it's important that sport's fair?
Because everyone works hard to be professional, so it should be fair, because everyone's worked hard to get to the same place. There shouldn't be imbalances.
Sport's all about competition, respect, having integrity, and that's what you've highlighted there.
Proud to be supporting the Milk Every Moment campaign, highlighting the nutritional value of milk and how it can support students in their sporting performance.
To showcase how milk's nutritional values can support student athletes in prep for their event or with recovery.
We're here today to promote some nutritional benefits of milk. You want to have 5 shots to try and hook a vitamin or a mineral.
I hit phosphorus.
And phosphorus is used for the maintenance of bones and teeth.
Winners of the BUCS Super Rugby Milk Championship.
Hacking a punch in attack.
Here's under the post.
Humphrey tiptoeing on the touchline.
But there is so much space here for Oscar Wilson to bury Loughborough Rugby Parade.
The 3 of BUCS Super Rugby Milk Championships. If you want the drama, if you want history, well, right here, the BUCS stops here.
Thank you to our BUCS partners, Subway, and of course Milk Every Moment. BUCS are proud to be promoting the Milk Every Moment campaign. Did you know that milk can make a great post-game drink due to being a high source of protein? And of course, we've had plenty of highlight moments in this game, but now the strength is going to be needed in the legs. What is left in the tank as we are getting a 5th and deciding set of volleyball here in the National Championship men's game. University of Nottingham take on Newcastle University. Nottingham looking for the first title in 3 years, as Newcastle University in their first ever grand final on the biggest stage, trying to complete a reverse sweep. First to 15 here in set number 5, and we are underway with a service error. As over the baseline
goes set number 5, you know.
Goes Caden Keats. And Newcastle try and respond, and they do, as Blanchin with the kill.
Number 34, Christo Blanchin.
Great to have all of you in the comments. Strong Newcastle support as Thomas finds the middle run. Jacob Thomas had a tremendous first couple of sets, but since then has gone off the boil just a little bit. But it doesn't matter now, it's all about the 5th and final set. There's Tuck, tight. Trullo goes over legally, plays the ball right just before crossing the tape.
2-1.
We are tied at 2 points apiece. Reminder, we will change ends after 8. Well, the first team to score 8 points. As Quick, Turnbull tries to go over, recycled by Nottingham. Football by Thomas, but that was touch 3, so touch 4. No can do. Not in volleyball, at least. And Newcastle take their first lead of the 5th and final set. There's Quick, Turnbull back set, Sandvik cross court, misses. Freddie Fairburn agrees with that one. Not far wide by Tate Sandvik, but line judge right on that one. Referees agree as well. Turnbull, Thomas, dug up off the block touch by Ollie Tuck. Hayden Freer, Rob Morgan there, right on the baseline. As Louis van der Veld gets to that roll shot. Freer can't find the floor. Great dig by Sandvik, but Blanchin with the block. And the Brazilian middle is fired up, looking for back-to-back national championships. Had the deciding point last year in the NCAA Division 3 title. Tuck is going to be tight to the net. Great job by Cole. Turnbull nearly getting there, but it's 6-2 and an immediate timeout.
Nottingham timeout called. 4-point lead for Newcastle.
And at 2-6, 5 in a row for Newcastle. Freddie Fairburn using one of his 2 timeouts to talk it over with his team. As a reminder, this is final 1 of 2. Durham Essex coming up in the Women's National Championship, probably about 45 minutes after the conclusion of this one. We will have the medal presentation, get the net changed, and then 30-minute warm-up for the Women's National Championship game between Durham and Essex. Back-to-back years, those two sides have squared off. Durham won in 24, Essex in 25. But it's all about the men's title. Out of the timeout, Tuck takes some pace off, finds his opposite captain, Rob Morgan. And Henricks gets a touch. Nottingham in control of the rally, but Thomas shut down by Christo Blanchin. One hand, big left mitt says no. 2 blocks in the 5th set for Christo Blanchin. And this is all Newcastle. 2 years after winning the trophy, can they win the main? Morgan, pipe, winner. Van der Veldt not able to make the dig. Rob Morgan stepped up so many times in his University of Nottingham career. Now or never for him in this final. Jack Kane goes back to serve. Trullo pulled out to 3 meters. Freer over the triple block, beats Tate Sandvig. And we will have a side change at 8-3 in the tiebreak. Beautiful piece of hitting. That's Freddie Fairburn having a chat with the second referee on the change of ends.
Newcastle leading.
Fighting hard for the team.
Newcastle fans, are you out there? Make some noise!
Appreciate all of you joining us on this BUCS Big Wednesday. Over 220 of you joining us. Share this stream, let people know what's happening here in David Wallace. BUCS Big Wednesday, Rob Morgan sends Cole Turnbull chasing down, overpass, and a net violation. It was a double touch, and if it goes over the net, that is going to get called. Easy call for our referee in the chair, and it's 9-3. And Newcastle, who were dead and buried in set number 2, losing it 25-10, are 6 points away from their first championship as Sandvig and Turnbull not on the same page. 3-ball Newcastle. Blanchard, Trullo. It's going to get called for a lift. Trying to turn that one over the net. And a massive point for Nottingham, but can they find a service run? That is what they need. Thomas. Lovely high ball by Tuck. Freer into the block of Cossard and Turnbull. Those two had a big couple of moments as Freer goes short this time. Sandvig with the dig. Morgan finds the hands. And the Nottingham crowd fighting to keep their team alive. A huge University of Nottingham presence in the crowd. Henriks with the handset. First time we've seen that. Freer into the triple block. Recycle. It's going to be a tough angle. Thomas there on the defence. Can Nottingham find the run? Morgan goes tip. Van der Velde can't get there the second time as Cossard over with the block. And it is Jacob Thomas trying to continue to put serving pressure on. Again, Tuck goes high, gets it back on the pipe. Beats the right hand of Lyle Cossard. Jacob Thomas not getting there, and double digits reached for Newcastle. Kane, Turnbull, Morgan not good down the line. Good defence. Kane able to scoop that one up, moving to his right. Bump set. It's going to be tight. Morgan into the net tape. There was a touch by Newcastle. Now the four's called because the first one was a block touch, so they had an extra touch, but they just didn't quite realise in time. Good patient refereeing. And it's a 5-point lead, and Freddie Fairburn calls his last timeout of this match, with his side trailing 11-6.
Composure required from 2 sets down to 2 sets all. Newcastle fans, where's your energy? Show your love now!
So timeout concluded. Newcastle 4 points away. 11-6 the lead in the race to 15 here in the men's national championship final. Morgan, Henriks, diving save. Freer into the block, recycled. Henriks on the 3-metre line, so has to go with the bump set. Freer takes him off it. Morgan gets Van der Velde scrambling. Big rally here. Almost feels like a must win for Nottingham. Morgan goes line, Trulo out of system, Henrik sets, Van der Veld misses. Big momentum points.
Quick sub to the green and
And
gold.
a serving sub
Simon Bell back on.
for Nottingham. We're going to put Simon Dye, did a terrific job in set 3. Onto the service line, replacing Cole Turnbull. So setter for setter, no full rotation. That one off the top of the net. Trulo, back set. Freya can't find the floor. Nottingham's defence starting to come alive. That's tight though. Morgan plays for the touch, but it comes back on the Newcastle side, and Morgan shuts down Hayden Freya. Monster block, Rob Morgan.
8 serves 11.
Sam Shenton desperate to get an instruction onto his team, not using and wanting to use the timeout quite yet, but you'd imagine if Nottingham win this point, one would come in a game that's flipped back and forth. Henrik's poor pass, great set. Sandvik has to play it twice. Morgan goes line, off the hands of Keats, and it is 3 in a row for Nottingham. 9-11, Newcastle in a huddle. Sam Shenton thinking about the timeout, and here it comes. He wants to talk it over once again. Momentum's flipped with Durham over to the left, dancing away. As Essex also getting loose, but Durham women clearly loose ahead of their women's final that probably won't start on time.
You know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome your two teams back. Newcastle, welcome your teams.
Both sides getting a lot of support. Obviously, it's a heavy Nottingham crowd, but a few Newcastle fans trying to get their side over the line in what's been a terrific game of volleyball. A couple of weeks before the national season, one of these teams, both these teams will have a chance to win another title, but this one matters the most, and it does now as Freya misses long. And it's a 1-point ball game in the 5th set. This was a 4-point lead. Trulo has to go one-handed. Freya misses. Tied game. 11-11, set number 5. Dramatic scenes here on BUCS Big Wednesday. As subs come for Newcastle, Van der Veld out, Sam Smallwood in. As Rob Morgan being told there's a final warning for his bench about being on court. Freddie Fairburn doing the duties for Morgan. Reminder, first to 15, but he's got to win by 2 clear points. Tuck. Back set by Trulo. Freya into the block of Lyle Crossard. Crossard went a little quiet through the middle of set 3 into set 4 and comes up with a big timed block, and out of nowhere it's 6 in a row for the University of Nottingham. Simon Darwin, another huge service run. Can Newcastle respond? Tight set, beautifully rescued by Kay Trulo, and a massive moment on the kill as Cade Keats finds it and ties us up 12-12. And Hayden Freya back to serve. Top spin, meter over the baseline. Advantage Nottingham 13-12.
The players stay on the court and you stay in the stands. They can come to you, but you cannot enter the court. 13-12 up.
And Sam Shenton has one timeout. Now he doesn't. He uses his last 30 seconds to talk it over. After this, no more coaching can be done, at least in the form of long-form discussions. Now's quick, short serving targets. The drums in full force for the University of Nottingham.
12.
Rob Morgan, the Nottingham captain, on the service line, 2 points away from a national title. That one rolls over, middle, dug up, Cossard, Sandvik misses. That was a double touch by Nottingham either way, so we are 13-13, and now it's a race to 2. This might end at 15-13, it might end at 30-28, who knows, with the dramatic roller coaster swings of this final. Change coming for Newcastle. Serving sub coming into the game, Harvey Chapman-Lennon. Wearing 18. Short serve finds Ollie Quick, who doesn't have to move. Kane into the block, Blanching covering a lot of ground to get out to the side. Sandvik goes high hands, but Tuck controls it, and advantage Newcastle. Chapman-Lennon with the dig, Tuck misses, trying to go angle. Match point number 1 goes to Nottingham, and it's Lyle Cossard back to serve. The Nottingham fans on their feet. Nottingham middle, Freddie Fairburn getting instructions to his team.
1 point separating Nottingham.
Henricks, Freer and Tuck back on the serve reception unit, as it's been pretty much all game. There's a time for a perfect pass, this is it. Lyle Cossard, championship point, Tuck, Trulo, back set, Van der Veld has to wait on it and beats Dar on the cross-court swing. Louis Van der Veld's big moment for him. And it is 14-14. Short serve. Kane into the block. Just creeps wide. Manchin and Trulo there. Championship point number 2.
Cole Campbell back on the court.
Tate Sandvik,
15-14.
who's got one of the more remarkable volleyball stories, has a chance from the service line. Championship point 2 for the University of Nottingham. Trulo, Tuck, no mistake. Ollie Quick moving to his right, the ball to the left.
15-15.
You didn't think this one was going to end quickly, did you, at home? Ollie Tuck misses the baseline. Service error, Newcastle.
Once again, set and match point.
Kane goes back to serve. Championship point 3, Henricks. Beautiful ball, Blanching. Back corner. 16-16. As the crowd continues to support. Can Newcastle find something? Blanching on serve, so he'll be done for the game on rotation. Morgan into the block of Trulo. They're saying there was a second touch. The line judge immediately called over. I think there may have been a touch off the block. The referee gonna get the opinion. Rob Morgan trying to call the second line judge over because he thinks he's gonna call in his favour. Big moment. Second line judge coming over. And the point goes to Nottingham.
1 point up
Both line judges getting involved, helping the referee get it right.
And match point Nottingham.
So, championship point again to Nottingham. Thomas on the serve. Trulo, that was going wide, but Sandvik had to play it. Morgan, finds the back line. Hits the line. Christo Blanchin furious with the referee.
Nottingham, you can join your crowd, but the crowd cannot join
And the
you.
University of Nottingham win the BUCS Championship 18-16 in a 5-set thriller here at David Wallace Sports Hall.
Set number 5 for Nottingham.
What a tremendous game of volleyball, and for the first time in 3 years, Nottingham able to close out the championship. Heartbreak for Newcastle in the first ever final. But the number 1 seeds from the north, who hadn't lost a game all season,
And let's hear it for the green and gold. Let's hear it for
able
the
to close it out and complete an undefeated season, 18-16. As Ollie Tuck trying to calm down his middle, and it's a monster support for Nottingham as the two teams going to the middle to shake hands at the net.
medals coming in.
This is a potential rematch in the National League Final Four as well in a couple of weeks, as the teams shaking hands. As Rob Morgan going to do high fives with the Nottingham crowd as well. Big Nottingham support making the small trip down the M1. And we'll be a couple of moments away from the presentation. We'll take a very quick break here in Loughborough. We'll be back in a minute for the presentation of the National Championship, which goes to the University of Nottingham.
Hacking a punch in attack.
Here's under the post!
Humphrey tiptoeing on the touchline.
But there is so much space here for Oscar Wilson to bury Loughborough Rugby Parade.
The dream of the Super Rugby Milk Championships. If you want the drama, if you want history, well, right here, the BUCS stops here.
Subway knows a good shawarma is what the people want. So how about one on freshly baked bread with traditionally spiced chicken and of course your fave fresh salad, all topped off with a garlicky minty yogurty sauce. Well, it's just landed, the new shawarma spiced chicken, now at Subway.
Yeah, why do you think it's important that sport's fair?
Because everyone works hard to be professional, so it should be fair, because everyone's worked hard to get to the same place. There shouldn't be imbalances.
Sport's all about competition, respect, having integrity, and that's what you've highlighted there.
So welcome back to Sir David Wallace Sports Hall, BUCS Big Wednesday, and the men's national championship game has just ended in a 5-set thriller as the University of Nottingham avoid being reverse swept in the final, and an 18-16 fifth set gets them the national championship, which we will present ever so shortly here in BUCS Big Wednesday. Women's volleyball up next as well. That one going to be a slightly delayed start. And I appreciate all of you joining us for this final. And we're just waiting for the presentation to start. As Nottingham posing for a couple of photos before the trophy handed out. As head coach Freddie Fairburn takes a big sigh of relief. Down to our right. A complicated, topsy-turvy game, momentum flowing both ways. As we now get ready for the presentations.
Five-set thriller. Couldn't have done it without the crowd. Massive thank you to everyone here. This is BUCS Big Wednesday final men's championship volleyball. Shortly we will be presenting the medals, the MVP, and then the championship trophy.
Both teams just getting lined up for our trophy presentation. And of course, match MVP as well. That's not going to be an easy decision.
And I know you are on opposite ends today in the crowd, but I think you can all make some noise for both teams. Starting with the runners-up, Newcastle University.
As Newcastle University in their first championship final, about to come out for the medals, and they're led out by their captain, number 8, Ollie Tuck.
Number
24, Angus Henricks.
Number 2,
Ryan Wardby.
Number 9, Sam
Smallwood. Number 13, Lewis Jensen.
Number 18,
Harvey Chapman Lennon. Number 20, Cade Trullo. Number 21, Louis van der Velds. Number 23, Hayden Freer. Number 25, Cade Keats. Number 26, Harry Hebard. 29, Nathan Hampshire. Number 34, Christo Punchin. Number 19, Brian Tyre Cunningham. And of course the head coach for Newcastle, Sam Shenton. What a season Newcastle had. A dramatic 3-0 victory over UEL in the semi-final that went all the way down to the right. 27-25, 32-30, 25-23. Got the Knights, Newcastle there, but they fell just short. And now we'll welcome our champions up to collect their winning medals, led out by captain Rob Morgan. Number 9, the starting libero, Ollie Quick. And then the rest of the Newcastle roster, number 1, Simon Dar. Number 2, Lyle Cossard, have a couple of big kills.
Number
3, Finley Bullivant. Number 4, Tate Sandvig. Number 5, Cole Turnbull. Number 10, Jacob Thomas. Number 11, Kanai Akana, who was hurt in that semi-final win over Essex, but unable to participate in the final, but still gets a medal. Number 15, John Kane. Number 21, Oscar Smith. Number 23, George Eaton, part of that double sub that worked so well for Nottingham in this final. Number 25, Connell Kane, also in a boot, and he got hurt a month or so ago. And then number 12, George Ruddick, and of course head coach for Nottingham, Freddie Fairburn. And now your MVP announcement is number 8, the Nottingham captain, Rob Morgan, wins the MVP race. Could have gone numerous ways, but consistency and leadership a huge part of the success. And he'll walk away with not 1, not 2, but 3 pieces of hardware, the medal, the MVP plaque. And as the team come over to the championship banner, the cup that means so much, it's 2025-2026, your university men's volleyball champions, the University of Nottingham, as they win a 5-set thriller over Newcastle. And that will wrap up our coverage of the men's final here in Loughborough. Big thank you to Milk Every Moment and Subway, 2 of the BUCS sponsors. We're going to take a break and we'll be back in about 35-40 minutes time. as the Women's Championship is on deck between Essex and Durham. But thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon more here on BUCS Big Wednesday.
Subway knows a good shawarma is what the people want. So how about one on freshly baked bread with traditionally spiced chicken and of course your fave fresh salad, all topped off with a garlicky minty yogurty sauce. Well, it's just landed, the new shawarma spiced chicken, now at Subway.